Features with Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all features, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Livingston, you're something of a Star Trek and science fiction aficionado, are you not?
I'm familiar with the genre, yes.
I figured as much. So, riddle me this. What do you call it when you take the lovely Klingon B'Etor of the Doras clan, turn her into a human doctor, and then have her join forces with the astronaut from the movie Life Force to exchange blows with a giant insect that is eating and infecting defenseless patients in a Canadian hospital?
I would call it another ludicrous film presented on Creature Features.
You know, dear viewers, I've personally witnessed the creative genius my overtly grim houseman Livingston does indeed possess. But instead of penning his innate ingenuity to paper, he prefers to toil away in obscurity here in the mansion, seasoning his non-stick cookware between reading works of long-dead authors whilst he puffs away upon his ivory pipe.
How I spend my free time should be none of your concern. How you spend your free time should have you placed in a psychiatric unit.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. The dainty, quiet, and polite young woman over to this side is my enchanting charge, Tangela. And you've already met the bitter bloke over here. And do we have a most entertaining program in store just for you tonight? First, our film. If you have not gathered already, tonight we shall present Insect from 1987. Also known as Blue Monkey, this is a fabulous film which stars Steve Railsback, Gwyneth Walsh, and an entire menagerie of Canadian thespians whom undertake a noble effort to fend off an enormous insect from infesting their community with its pupae. We think you'll take a rather keen liking to this film. However, if you do not, you will no doubt adore our guest. For joining us tonight will be the delightful and talented Lovisa Davidsson, also known as Cosplayer Lovisa. She'll show us some of her creations, tell us about her adventures at comic and anime conventions, and chime in about tonight's film. No, love, I predict she shall not have any desire at all to try on your armored blast suit. As far as I know, she neither manufactures nor is employed in the disposal of explosive ordnances. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of insecticide cosplay fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. It's Creature Feature time. No, it's Lovisa time. No, should I call you Lovisa or Lovey?
Whatever you prefer.
No, what do you prefer?
Well, Lovey is my nickname, nice and easy. Lovisa is my given name.
Right. Let's do Lovey. I like it. Because I call Tangela Lovey all the time.
Oh, well, there you go. You can't get confused.
So I won't forget your name if I call you Lovey. Anyway, so welcome to the show. We are joined by Lovey Davidsson, who goes by Lovey D. Mm-hmm. And you are a professional cosplayer.
I am, yeah.
And you're a ninja as well, but we'll talk about that later. And you're absolutely amazing. You've got some amazing suits you're going to show us tonight, costumes and things like that. But we're going to watch this film, Insect. Mm-hmm. And it's a good one, I'm told.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
No, you don't look too forward to it because nobody's ever heard of it.
Oh, really?
No, we put a thing out and then said, hey, we're going to show this film, and everyone's like, WTF?
Oh.
And I just found out what that means.
Oh, my.
Livingston told me it meant something else. Something nice. It actually means something bad. So we're going to watch Insect 1987. Do you like Star Trek?
Yeah, I like Star Trek.
So the main actress in this film played a Klingon.
Did she really?
In like Star Trek, The Next Generation, she was in a couple of the movies. I think she was in some of the other shows. Gwyneth Walsh, and she played B'Etor, which I don't expect you to know that character, but a wonderful character. She's just like this crazy Klingon woman.
Oh, do you think she'll look the same way in this
No,
movie?
she doesn't. That's what's strange. And you watch this film, and it's like, that does not look or sound like her. So it's a testament to her acting, right? I mean, one would think. I don't know. Anyways, what do you got to put on for us tonight? Tell us
I
a little
brought
bit.
4 costumes. I
Right.
brought Supergirl. I brought Aurora. I brought 2 more. Let's see, who else did I bring? Miku, and I brought Sailor Moon. I got a big old mix.
Sailor Moon. So out of those 4, I've only know Sailor Moon and the first one, Supergirl.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you'll
It'll
have to
be in
give
for
us
a treat.
You'll give us the backstories on the others. All right, let's say we start this film, and then we're going to send you off to get into your first costume,
Yeah,
right?
sounds
All right,
good.
Off we go. Insect 1987. Don't go away. It's going to be a good show tonight. Promise. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are watching Insect from 1987 with the lovely Lovey
Hi.
Cosplayer. And look at you.
Yes,
We're going
I
to talk about
changed.
this in a moment. But first, the film. So the man, he touches a plant, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's not feeling well.
No. You know, I touch plants all the time here.
Yeah?
And the only one I've learned I should not touch is one called poison oak. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It creates itchy, scratchy things. So, no, I avoid that plant. Tangela is not affected at all.
Oh, good
Yeah.
for her.
And neither are the goats. The goats eat this, so I've put them closer to the house so that they eat it all. Anyways, enough about that. We'll get back to this movie in a moment. Who are you?
Yes, so I'm dressed as Aurora. Most people know her as Sleeping Beauty. She is one of Disney's stories. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, very popular with the children. It's one of the older ones, definitely.
Now, do they actually know exactly who it is when they first see you, or do they have to guess?
It depends a lot on the child, yes. Usually when I get booked as Aurora, it's specifically because the child requested it. For
right, so
more
they know.
public events and things like that, they don't want to take the chance that the children don't recognize Aurora, so
Right.
they'll usually do Elsa or Ariel,
Right,
one of the more popular princesses.
That's an impressive crown.
Oh, thank you very much.
And
Thank
the
you.
necklace, they look like they were both made by the same
Yes.
metal person. No, it's incredible. Now, is this based on the Disney version or a different version?
This is the Disney version. There is actually a segment in the movie where her babysitting fairies,
Right.
they can't decide what color her dress should be, whether it should be blue or pink. And so I'm kind of playing off this with this lovely
oh, I like
fabric.
It. No, well, it changes as you turn.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
It's so lovely.
It's a little magical. Yeah, it's a
You
little
could wear
fun.
that to a ball.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely would.
You know, I'm detecting something of an accent with you.
Oh, yeah. I was born in Sweden, actually.
Sweden, I love Sweden.
Oh, yes.
I've been many times. I love the Swedish language. Can you say something in Swedish?
Of course. I'll say something for you, for your viewers. Hej där, knepiga engelska mannen med konstigt hår. Ja.
Oh, that's lovely. What is it?
Oh, it's just a little compliment.
All right, nice. Anyways, Sweden, so how long have you been here?
I've been here for the majority of my life. I came here when I was just a little kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I suppose it's a bit hard. You know, I've been here longer than I've been in Britain.
Oh, really?
Than I was in Britain. And
Wow.
I cannot lose the accent. I still, no, the girl at the coffee place says, I love the way you speak, and I think I speak like everyone else. And she thinks I speak differently. So, well, but when I call home, my mother, she goes, oh, who's on the phone? There's an American on the phone. So I don't know. I'm like halfway in between. Do you get this type of harassment from your family back?
Yes, somewhat. At this point, everybody in Sweden can tell I have a Californian accent. But yeah, and then the Americans, usually they'll, just like you say, I hear a little twinge of something in your voice.
It's not very obvious,
Yeah.
but just certain words. No. And my first guess was you were from like Minnesota. Or
Oh,
something like that.
no. I've been in California and in Sweden, and that's just about it.
Nice. Do you ever go back?
I have once in a while, but not very recently, unfortunately.
That's a beautiful country.
Yeah, it is. Very cold, very, very different
Even
from
in the summer?
California. Even in the summer, yes.
It's
We
cold.
get a brisk 74 degrees if we're lucky.
That's Fahrenheit.
Yes.
That's not bad.
Well, compared to 100 degrees over here.
Right,
you know.
but it's windy.
It is
over
very
there.
windy.
It's always windy, right?
Yes.
You can make kites.
We do
Right,
love
yeah,
kites.
It's a big thing. It's a big
Yes.
thing. All right, what do you say we get back to this film?
Yes, let's do it.
And
Let's
then
see what
when we
happens.
come back, you're going to be somebody else, I take
That's
it.
right.
All right, let's go to Insect 1987, and we'll be back soon with Lovey D. Or actually, no, we're going to do some mail first, right? Yeah, we're going to do mail, and then we'll have you back after the mail, and then we'll see what you're wearing, right?
All right.
All right, off we go. See you soon.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to Creature Features. Miss Lovey had to step away for a moment because she's going to try on another outfit for us, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be something interesting, to say the least.
Quite.
So, no, we should do some mail, right? Because you're standing there holding mail.
I am holding mail
I notice you have no packages
because you did not go to the post office.
because she let the air out of my tires on the Bentley
Again.
again. Now, she thinks that the air that comes out of Bentley tires is better than the air that's up in the air. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know why. Anyways, how about some mail, Mr. Livingston, and how are you, sir?
One from Andrew. I'm well, thank you.
Oh my goodness, this is quite a presentation. Andrew J. Britton. Is he actually from Britain? Let's find out. Greetings and felicitations. Felicitations.
Felicitations. Greetings.
I thought it was solicitations.
That's if you're selling something.
Oh, all right. I recently became aware of your extremely entertaining YouTube channel. While watching your presentation of the unknown classic, unknown to me anyway, Attack of the Crab Monsters, I felt irresistibly driven to subscribe to your channel. You know, I wish all people who watched all shows on YouTube would do that because, you know, we look at the statistics and it's like 1 million people watch and only like 3 subscribe for every million.
Every
He
million.
doesn't care. Look at him. Look at his face. He does not give a rat's you-know-what about our subscribers.
Tail.
I must say that I may be inspired to do so by the melodious tones of Mr. Livingston's voice urging me to subscribe, or possibly Vincent and the vast knowledge of cinema macabre and of those involved in the making of these delightful films. I must confess, however, that the most probable cause is the absolutely beautiful Miss Tangella, with whom I have become smitten. What a pity! I am of an age that my birth certificate is written on papyrus. That's a good line. I've got to use that one sometime.
Papyrus.
No, you have to use that one. What'd you call it? Papyrus?
Papyrus, perhaps.
Papyrus. I like my way better.
Very well.
All right. Does the lovely Miss Tangella have a great aunt or grandmother living in New Jersey, perhaps? You don't know. It is a hellish place her family might enjoy. Fondest regards to you all, and looking forward to this evening's premiere showing of Hell Comes to Frogtown. You three are the best. So we showed that. Well, that's quite some time ago, right? We're behind on email. I mean, it's a thing that happens. It just piles up.
It
right?
piles up indeed.
No, it does pile up. All right. Well, thanks for writing, Andrew, and we hope things are nice in New Jersey, he said, right? New Jersey.
But that is a...
Have you ever been to Old Jersey?
Yes.
It's in the UK, Jersey.
It's in the UK, Jersey.
Right.
There's something from Francis and Thea.
Francis and Thea Barella in Washington State. My husband and I watch your show regularly on YouTube. Husband grew up in California in the 50s and 60s playing guitar. He went to all the monster movies on the big screen. And listening to the Wolfman on the radio. He's talking about Wolfman Jack, not...
I have no idea.
No, well, Wolfman, the actual Wolfman, Monster Wolfman, did not have a radio show, whereas Wolfman Jack did. I know this as a fact.
You do?
I do. I used to listen to it myself. He lived in a house similar to yours. His mom called it the House of Frankenstein. Just wanted to say, well done to you, Mr. Livingston and Tangella. Francis and Thea Barella in Washington State. That's nice. You know, I wonder if they're watching us on like a station up there or something like that.
Possibly.
No.
Greetings from South Lake Tahoe.
South Lake Tahoe. Oh, we've been there. That's where all the casinos are.
Indeed.
Yeah. I took her gambling in South Shore Tahoe. She'd never done slot machines before. And, you know, the first thing she wanted to do was pick the lock and change the thing. You cannot do that. It's illegal. They put you in prison in Nevada for this crime.
Straight away.
Straight away. Or they take you in the back and you get to meet the mafia. One of the two. I don't know. Okay, Rick H., greetings from South Lake Tahoe, California, home of the Cold White Death, formerly known as snow. You know, we've had some snow here recently. It's not so bad.
Yes.
Of course, it's all up on the hills, right?
Yes.
No, it adds a nice look to the horizon. It makes me feel like I'm in Switzerland again. But I don't have a Swiss Army knife. I've recently discovered your YouTube channel and have been binge watching for the last week. Thank you for putting forth the effort to continue showing these outstanding, timeless pieces of cinema horror history. Are the things we show actually timeless pieces? You think so?
I wouldn't agree with that.
You know, some of the TV movies we show, people say, oh, that's stale. You cannot show that anymore. It's like past its stale date. It's like a bad cheese. Right? I don't think so, but that's what they say. The team there must be amazing, to include, I presume, the small army of living dead hairdressers who maintain Miss Tangella's lawless locks. I like that, lawless locks. Best of luck to you all, and please keep up the good work, your brother in horror, Rick H. Well, thank you, Rick H. And we hope things are nice in South Lake Tahoe. And I hope you don't gamble too much. You know, if I lived in South Tahoe, I would spend every quarter in my pocket on slot machines.
How many quarters do you normally have in your pocket?
I would go get more. I'd give the bank dollars and get more. That it?
That's it.
That's it for mail. If you'd like to send us email or a package, go to the website hellocreaturefeatures.com and you can get information on how to email us or how to send a package in the mail. And other than that, that's all we got, right?
That's it.
All right, let's get back to Insect 1987, and we'll soon be rejoined by Lovisa Davidsson. Don't go away.
Hello, YouTube viewers. Have you subscribed yet? I see a few of you have forgotten to do so. I am somewhat disappointed. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Tell me, Lovey D, if I dyed my hair a lovely shade of blue like yours, do you think it'd be more manageable?
More manageable? Well, you'd have to dye your roots every 2 weeks.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, then yeah, go
I
for
have
it.
an entire team of hair scientists that work on this.
That's true.
Welcome back to the show. We are watching Insect 1987 with the lovely Lovey D, who is now...
Miku. Hatsune
Miku?
Miku. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, she's a Japanese pop star.
Right.
Funny thing, she's not a real person.
Oh.
And she's not even anime person. She's actually a computer program.
Oh, nice. So people would encounter her how?
Well, you would buy her program, and then you would type in lyrics, and
Right.
she sings to you.
Oh, how nice.
It was created for musicians that couldn't find artists to sing their lyrics.
Now, do you know any Japanese?
I do not know a single word of Japanese, I'm afraid.
I bet you'd be good at that language. You know English, you know Swedish, and...
Yeah, you just tally them up.
Right. Miku, is that right?
That's right.
Miku. All right, I'm going to look that up. Anyway, so this movie, Insect, I'm told that this was filmed in Canada.
Oh,
Have you ever been?
I have not been to Canada.
No? Well, the weather's nice up there.
Yeah, they also get some snow, just like back home in Sweden.
Oh, right. No. Well, maybe too much.
Yeah, they get a lot of snow. I quite prefer it in sunny California.
So tell me something about Sweden that you miss.
That I
that's
miss?
not here.
Ooh, we have some of the best candy. And
Candy?
yes, I know America likes candy quite a bit too, but we just the chocolate, so good.
Best chocolate.
Yeah.
Now, is it more of like a dark chocolate, or is it like the regular sweet milk chocolate?
Oh, very sweet milk chocolate, gummy candy. I love our Swedish style candy.
Did
so
gummy
good.
candy come from Sweden?
I don't think so, but I do know you're thinking about the Swedish fish.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, is it not?
Actually, no, I don't have evidence of this, but I'm pretty sure Swedish fish was actually not created in Sweden. I think it was made in Canada or something similar to that.
No, well, it wouldn't make sense because it's like French fries. It's like people in France don't call them French fries because
No.
that'd be silly.
That's true.
You would have to call them fish because you're Swedish.
That's true.
Oh,
And then
would you like
everybody
some
would
fish?
get confused. Yeah.
No. So it had to come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's nice. But it's a nice thing that it's only candy that you miss because your family back in Sweden can ship it to you, right?
Exactly, and they do.
And they send you a box and say, "Here, Miss Home, come visit us
Yes,
for
please
more
come
of
visit."
this candy."
That's right.
And that's it. So what about things like, we always hear about Swedish meatballs. I bet you don't even eat them over there, do you?
Well, of course I do, but I can make those at home.
Oh.
The trick behind Swedish meatballs is that you just need to know the Swedish meatball recipe, and
Right.
you can make them at home.
Because the meat does not need to come from Sweden,
That's
right?
true,
That
that's
makes sense.
true.
That makes sense. All right, what do you say we get back to this film?
Yes.
And then we'll send you off for a costume change while
Sounds
it's
good.
running. All right, off we go back to Insect 1987. When we come back, what are you going to be?
Oh, I'm going to be Sailor Moon. Very
Sailor
similar.
Moon.
different
That one
color.
I know. All right, off we go. Insect, see you soon.
Hello, Vincent. This is Joe Feather from Nakhon Phanom, Thailand. And hello, Tangela. You're such a dream. I wanted to tell you we love watching all your shows. And Vincent, I was wondering if you are a member of the W Anchor Yacht Club. Love watching your shows. Thanks again.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Ms. Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
was called what? Invasion of the Body Suckers. Oh, that's a horrid name. No, I cannot chat about this. I've got Sailor Moon sitting next to me. Bye. So a friend of mine just informed me that they were originally going to call this Invasion of the Body Suckers.
That's terrible.
Isn't that a terrible name?
That's not very good.
And then they came up with Blue Monkey, and then now this insect. They just could not make up their mind.
No, well.
Sailor Moon!
Yes, that's
My
me.
goodness, look at you. You're so lovely.
Oh, thank you so much.
And your hair color has changed slightly.
Black to blonde, back to blonde, a little more yellow this time.
I like it. And then this is, what is this? It's like a Wonder Woman thing.
This is my tiara, yes.
That is a tiara. I thought a tiara has to go on the top of your head.
There are no rules when it comes to jewelry, I feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. I think they should make tiaras for men.
Absolutely.
I
Well,
would wear
tiaras
one.
are for anyone as they are. If a man wears it, then it's for a man. Don't you
Oh, I
think?
suppose. Right. No. But no, there should be like a place that makes it for like heavy metal heads like me.
Oh, that
where
would be
it's
cool.
like black, it's got spikes and black crystals.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I like that.
All right, so Sailor Moon. What
Yeah.
got you into this one?
Yeah, to those who don't know, Sailor Moon is a very classic anime, one of the most famous animes.
If not the most famous.
If not the most, it's
Right.
right up there with Dragon Ball Z and
Right.
and all of those classics. Yeah, it's it's just a standard transformation one, but it's got many episodes, very bingeable even
Right.
today.
Right.
Yeah, very many transformations. Even in the American version, even though it's quite a bit censored, they like to fill in the lower segments, the back end of it, with uplifting suggestions for kids. I remember that's the
really?
version I grew up in. Even back in Sweden, they would have the English translated version.
Oh, they did. I was going to ask you if they had a Swedish version.
Yep, not a Swedish translated, but they had English translated, and then towards the end of it, they would always give some kind of tidbit, like eat your vegetables or make sure to exercise
nice.
or brush your teeth. And
Right.
I remember that was very strange, but I later learned that it was because all the segments that they censored and cut out of the original episode, they now needed to fill in the end of the episode to make it longer.
So what kind of things would they cut out?
Well, it's just some countries felt it was too violent,
Oh.
which personally I don't agree with too much. They changed a lot of names because they felt that it would be difficult to sell toys with Japanese names on them and
of
things
course.
like that.
Right,
But
right. So Sailor Moon is not what it's called in Japan, I take it.
well, it would be called that in Japanese, I believe. I believe it's still the same name, but
Same name, but just said in Japanese.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right,
Yeah, but some Japanese names were changed and things like that.
So you're part of a troupe that goes out
Yes.
in these costumes for hire.
Yes. Well, no. I believe they just go out for the good of their hearts.
All
So
right.
when they sense evil or when they come across evil, they go out to fight.
No. I'm
quite
talking
like-
about you.
Oh,
you,
me!
Lovey. Yes,
Me in
yes.
particular,
No, because
yeah.
I saw on your website you've got like an entire menagerie
Yes,
of friends.
That is right. That is right. I work with a few different companies, actually. I work as a solo artist, as a contractor. And when they need a princess or a superhero or an anime character in a location, I will be there.
Nice.
I'll do some face painting if it's required, some dancing, some activities
Have
if that's
fun.
required. But other than that, if they need a little bit of extra, magic, I
Right.
will show up and entertain.
And in a magical fashion.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to show the contact information, how to get a hold of you and these companies in the next
fantastic.
segment. But first, let's get back to this film, and you're going to do one more costume change.
Yes, last one.
Last one's going to be a surprise. You're going to love it. And let's get back to the film.
All right.
All right, off we go. Insect, 1987. Don't go away. Bye.
This is my sweet potato for my pommes frites. Für mein Dinner. Verdammt nochmal. Immer wieder die gleiche Scheiße. Guck das mal an.
So, Supergirl, there's not much music in this film.
No, there isn't.
It's just the droning.
Just
Droning.
a tone. Yeah.
If this was a Supergirl film, I think there'd be much better music, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, most superhero music, most superhero movies have a lot of epic, music.
Yes, there's no epic in this. There's just Supergirl. Oh, if you're just joining us, we are with Lovey D, and she is now channeling Supergirl.
Yes, right now.
You're
I'm
quite
Supergirl.
super as Supergirl.
Thank you very much.
It's a brilliant Supergirl. So, the boots.
Yes.
Those are wonderful.
Thank you. They're very long boots, you know.
They're nice.
As far as it goes, you know, to superhero costumes, I'd say this one is better than some of the other ones, you know.
I would say that
I'd say it's pretty comfortable. It makes some sense, you know.
those shoes you could wear into a upscale restaurant of some kind, and nobody's going to question your fashion
That's true.
choice.
Do you think they'd question the cape?
You know, I've seen women in high-end restaurants wearing capes, and they were nowhere near as lovely as Supergirl. So,
Were they vampires?
oh, that's a good point. They'd have to be a black cape, right, to be a
Yeah.
vampire. Have you ever done any
Vampires?
spooky stuff?
Ooh, yes. We do witches and vampires around Halloween time. I'm doing, every year I do this wonderful La Catarina.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a candy skull, you know, the skull makeup that is very prevalent in Mexican history.
Oh, the what do they call that?
The Day of the
Dios
Dead.
de la Muertes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right?
It's very lovely. It's more of a showpiece. I stand in a window and I
Right.
don't speak. I mostly just wave at people and they take pictures with me. It's a
And this is
very
all
lovely
makeup.
gig. It's all makeup.
Right.
Yes.
So that takes hours to do, right?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely worth it. Just the whole evening. I'm more standing there and waving, and people take pictures and they
Right.
get very exciting. It's part of the festivities.
Very stylish.
Yes.
And you do this all on your own.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
Everything.
you're like an accomplished makeup person as well, right?
So. I mean, it's all self-taught, but
Right.
I mean, the costumes I make myself, and
You actually
yeah.
sew.
yeah, I do.
Oh, you've got a machine.
Oh yeah, I've got 4 machines.
4 machines.
Yes.
So it's like you're not Sailor Moon, you're Tailor Moon, right?
That's a good one. Yeah.
No. So where do you get all your fabric and things like that?
Oh, there's a few really great fabric places in the city, actually.
Which is where you're based,
Right.
in San Francisco.
Yes, I'm based
Right.
out of San Francisco. Fabric discount outlets in the Mission is my favorite. Those guys are phenomenal, and they get new things all the time.
And a huge selection of different things.
Yeah, very affordable as well. Yeah, I love to go over there, go home, and start sewing.
So
yeah.
everything we've seen, you made?
Almost. The one I did not make was Miku, and that's it.
That's right. You mentioned that that
Yeah.
was a gift to you after doing
Miku
the
was
modeling.
given to me after I did a performance or a photo opportunity for
Right.
Pocari Sweat at
Well, I
Anime
must
Expo.
say that was of all the outfits you've shown of the lower quality. So you're underselling yourself. I think you should be a professional cosplay builder, but you probably don't have time for that, right?
No, well, since I like to make it myself and also perform, there is hardly any time for commissions, I'm afraid.
You can have one or the other, but not both.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, your performance, we were going to mention how people can find you and your group and company. Where do we go?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you search lovey.d, Lovi.d, you can pretty much find me. I'm the most active on Instagram, but I also have a Reddit and a Facebook page. And yeah, if you message me, it's just me. I'll be right there answering your
and
questions.
follow you. And so if somebody wants to hire you for a party or
Right now,
your group,
working through Instagram, but if you're looking, hopefully in the future from now, you can also go to lovisad.com.
lovisad.com.
Yes,
All right.
lovisad.com, and that is actually my website. And
All right.
I'm working on it right now, so hopefully in just a few weeks, it'll be up and ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
No. Well, I think I stopped by it, and it was not bad.
Yeah, it's
as
all
is
right.
now.
It's my old portfolio website, but I'm hoping to accept bookings and messages and things like that through it.
Right.
It-
Just need
right
that
now,
through.
it's more of a feature and less of a communication.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Let's wrap up this film, and then when we come back, we're going to find out what you're doing next. We'll have Tangela out here. So you don't go away. I'm not going to go away. And if you go away, we're going to be quite sad. I think I'm going to cry. I'm going to shed one long man tear if they go
Very
away.
sad. Please stay.
My hair keeps going flat. I think I should wear like a Frankenstein head. That way I wouldn't have to worry about my hair going flat because I'd always have a flat head. It would just match. I don't know. Welcome back. So much for Insect. They killed the insect with lasers.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, a laser. What would they have a laser for in a hospital except for doing like cosmetic surgery?
Not to mention, this was in the 80s, wasn't it?
That's
Did they
right.
have lasers? back
No,
then?
we had lasers
For
back then,
surgery?
but they weren't very good ones. No, they were like you would like try to shoot a small thing and it would shoot like everything. It was terrible. Anyways, all right, movie. We'll show it again someday. You liked it, right? No? Oh, because the insect died? Oh. She doesn't like it when the bad guys die.
No.
And sadly, most of the films that we show all have bad guys dying. So, what do you think of our outfit? Isn't that nice? She built that.
Yes, I have to make you a cape. Yes.
She needs to learn to sew as well.
Oh, yeah?
No, it would save me so much petrol from these shopping sprees where we go to find her new clothes. She could just build her own. That's what you could do. You could start your own YouTube channel where you teach people how to do cosplay.
That's an excellent idea.
You
Yeah.
should do it. She'd probably be good, right? What would you call it?
Oh, I have no idea. I'll have to take suggestions under the comment section.
Lovey D teaches cosplay construction techniques. That's too long.
It's a little long. It
Yeah.
wouldn't fit on a paper. It wouldn't fit on a contract.
Right. All right, besides a YouTube channel, what are you doing next?
What am I doing next? I don't know. I need to work on my website, but as of right now, I'm happy doing parties and events, and I will continue cosplaying until I don't find it funny anymore,
Right.
Yeah.
What about big conventions? Anything big that you're going to soon?
Hopefully Anime Expo, that's a big one.
Where's that?
That's in LA.
Oh, nice.
But anything local, I always go to Fanime every year. Crunchyroll's canceled this year. But
Where's Fanime?
Fanime is in San Jose.
What's the big one they do up in Sacramento?
Sacramento, Sac Anime.
Sac Anime. Do you do that one?
That one I go to every
Right,
year.
right.
Yeah, that one is twice a year.
Right.
And San Francisco Comic Con, my home Comic Con, of course.
So I didn't know they did a San Francisco Comic Con.
They do.
They do.
They actually have two now. They have Fan Expo,
Right.
which is in San Francisco. That one is going on their second year coming up.
right.
And then they also have San Francisco Comic Con, which, funny enough, usually takes place in Oakland because rent is too expensive.
I've seen this before, and I suppose they consider it all the same place, but it's definitely a different, faraway place. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it's good. We're just happy it exists.
Good. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank
You're
you.
absolutely lovely, and thank you for modeling all your
Oh, yes.
creations.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to meeting your fans.
Yes, and next time you're in the area, make sure you come look us up, all right?
Absolutely.
All right, and as far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up late with us. We hope you liked the movie. We know you liked our guests, so next week maybe we'll have a better movie. What do you think? We'll try. I don't think we'll have a better guest. I don't think we're going to have a guest next week. I don't know. They never showed me the schedule because I tend to blurt things out when I should not. In any case, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and don't forget, we love you. See you next time. So, Lovisa, I'm thinking Henry Cavill, he's British. He played Superman. I'm British. Do you think I could play Superman?
You are no Henry Cavill.